All right, so I got another video for you today. I'm down in the great state of North Carolina. I'm here with my wife, I'm here with my dog. We're staying in Waynesville, which is about, I don't know, 20, 30 miles outside of Asheville in western North Carolina. What you can see in front of me is a section of the Blue Ridge Mountains. So we're down here for a couple reasons. We're down here to see Biltmore, the largest residential home ever built in the United States. Really impressive piece of architecture. I'm a huge fan of classical architecture. So we're gonna go see that tomorrow. We're also, you know, hitting the shops, we're hitting the restaurants, we're hitting the, you know, the art scene, even though we don't care about that, in some of the smaller towns down here. And also the main reason I wanted to come, and the reason I tricked my wife into coming, is for the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So the Great Smoky Mountain National Park is about 500,000 acres split between Tennessee and North Carolina. It's got, you know, waterfalls, it's got multiple peaks over 6,000 feet. It's got old growth forest. The biodiversity is really incredible. I've only been down here 2 other times, but I'm a huge fan. It's only about an 8-hour drive from where I live in South Central Pennsylvania. And of course, the reason you're listening, I came down here to do some wild trout fishing. So I'm headed back into the park. Yesterday, my wife and I did Cataloochee Valley, which was really wonderful. I mean, we saw 16 or 17 elk yesterday in the Cataloochee Valley. Super difficult drive in, definitely worth it. Really an interesting place. And then today we went to the Oconaluftee Valley, Oconaluftee Visitor Center. You know, we did all that type of stuff. Saw another 14 or 15 elk, including a couple really good sized bulls. It's September, so they do have the antlers. Really cool stuff, really cool stuff. Anyways, you don't care about any of that at all, or me. However, what you do care about is trout, and so do I. So, what are we going to do? We are gonna hit the Oconaluftee River. We're gonna hit the main stem. We're gonna hit potentially hit some of the tributaries. We're gonna start out pushing into the park a couple miles, working up to some of the mid and upper sections of the Oconaluftee River. There should be some wild brown trout, some wild rainbow trout. Nothing big. I think the sizes are anywhere from like 6 to 10 inches max. Supposedly they also stock some of the lower sections, so perhaps some of those holdovers are in the mix as well. I'm gonna be using my spinning rod. I'm gonna be using my fly rod, a nice mixed bag to see what we can come up with. Never fished this drainage before. Really excited. It's a nice medium to large size stream in the park. So I have about a half an hour drive ahead of me. I think I'm going through, I wanna say Pisgah National Forest, something like that. I love this area. I'm trying to trick my wife into us getting jobs down here and like living right outside of Great Smoky Mountains National Park in western North Carolina. It's lovely. The people, the culture, the scenery, the wildlife, the food. I just fell in love. I need to trick my wife a little more. Anyway, so let me get into the park. Let me rig up. None of my rods are put together. I'm not prepared at all. I have maybe 3 hours of fishing. God bless my wife. I love her. So let's see what happens. Oconaluftee River, Great Smoky Mountains National Park, traveling trout go. All right, so we're just getting into the Oconaluftee Valley. Earlier this morning, we saw like 15, 16 elk. It was really neat. They have a really great visitor center. I did notice when I first came into the park, there are a number of people not only fishing, but also kind of like meandering, throwing rocks, kind of like swimming in the lower section. So I'm definitely gonna go up to the headwaters, work my way back. Just wanted to show you this beautiful Oconaluftee Valley. We're just getting into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Super excited. Need to drive in maybe, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 miles. We'll try to find a place where no one's fishing yet, and we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Packed. Absolutely packed. It is a Saturday in early September. Love to see it. Love to see it. Real sick, real sick. All right, so I just got past the visitor center. Really itching to fish, and wouldn't you know, I don't know if you can, comes up in the GoPro, but we got I'm thinking either a bear jam or an elk jam, and that's when you're in a national park and people are stopping either to look at the animals, which is wrong, or if the animals are on the road, then that's, you know, that's okay. All right, so I made it up a couple miles past the Oconaluftee Visitor Center. I'm a couple miles into the park, walking through this meadow quick to try to get access to the Oconaluftee River. I actually ended up grabbing my fly rod first, probably gonna regret it. It's my 8-foot 4-weight 6-piece travel rod, Orvis. This stream's a little big, but I still figured this will be great for this body of water. So let me push in just a little bit. I'm gonna give this stretch a try for maybe I don't know, like a half an hour. Then I'm gonna hop back in my car, drive further upstream toward the headwaters and see what happens. I'm starting off with a Prince Nymph. Only have like 10 feet of leader and tippet, nothing crazy. So let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. All right, so just got on the river. Very low expectations for myself with the fly rod. Again, it's later in the day. This has gotten fished out pretty hard, pretty much all day. But we're gonna see what happens. I have a, I don't know, size like 14 Prince Nymph on here. No indicator, like a scrub. We're just gonna see what happens. If I don't catch anything in like a half an hour, I'll probably make a move and switch to my spinning rod, but I did want to give this a try just in case. Again, we're thinking there's gonna be maybe some wild rainbows. Got one. Got him. Got him on a fly rod. Got him on a freaking fly rod. Let's see what we got here, boys. Let's see what we got here, boys. Hit the Prince Nymph. Very nice. Let's get him in the net. Oh, got him. Got him. First one on the fly rod. That's sick. All right, so we just got a gorgeous Great Smoky Mountain National Park, Oconaluftee River, wild rainbow, probably only 5 or 6 inches, probably 5. Beautiful colors, absolutely beautiful. We're gonna get this little guy right out of here. Get out of here, bud. Get out of here. All right, so we just got our first trout on the board. Very happy with that. Only like a 5-inch rainbow, wild rainbow, however. It was on the fly rod and it was on a Prince Nymph, so that's encouraging for me. All right, so only one wild rainbow trout so far, which is fine. We fished for another maybe 15 minutes, no other bites. There are some good riffles, some good pools. I think though, I'm gonna go up around maybe one more bend and then probably head back to my car. So as I'm leaving Oconaluftee Creek, kind of a low numbers day when it comes to freaking trout, but tomorrow's another day. What I will say is we got a elk jam, regular old elk jam out here. I can see, I'm safely driving, I can see a herd of really nice looking, ooh, that's a nice male right there. Look at that, jeez. Look at that male right there, holy cow. Bunch of elk over there. Bunch of elk. So many. I don't know if that showed up well on the GoPro, but there was like 20 elk, 3 or 4 bull elk. Oh boy, we got an elk right here. We got an elk right here. That's pretty sick. That's real sick. Oh man, I love elk. Elk are wonderful, wonderful creatures. Oh wow, look at that. I'm staying my distance. I'm in my car. That is so awesome. Whew. All right, so after a slow first hour or so fly fishing, we came down to the larger, more open section of the Oconaluftee just for like 15-20 minutes just to see if there's anything lurking out here. I'm at a distinct disadvantage because it's like 6:30 and these places definitely got fished out earlier today, but who knows? Maybe there's some more trout lurking. I don't know, you don't know. We're just gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. A lot of cars around. Don't mind the noise. Oh, got him. Got him. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Nice boat. Oh, got him. Got him. Let's get the hook at him, take a look at him. Awesome. All right, so after quite a long time of not catching fish, now albeit this is definitely a clear stocker, in my opinion. There's no way this is a wild rainbow, in my opinion. He's chomping at the bit to get out of here. He's a good, dude, that's a good like 13, 14 inch, larger than average, in my opinion, stocked rainbow. So let's get him right out of here. We're gonna get you out of here, bud. We're gonna get you right out of here. Hold on, hold up, hold up. Hold on. Single barbless hook. That's an eater size. Wow. Oh, and he's out of here. He's out of here. All right, so that really rejuvenated my spirit. It's been like an hour and a half since we caught that original small wild rainbow. That was clearly, in my opinion, a stocked. Yeah, definitely a stalker. Definitely a stalker. Still cool. Still very cool. All right, so yesterday we were in the Oconaluftee Valley. Today we just dropped into the Cataloochee Valley. Super sketchy dirt road, hairpin turns, very white knuckle inducing roads. Oh, black bear, black bear, black bear. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just saw black bear. That's sick. That's sick. Probably gone by now. Anyway, so we just got into the Cataloochee Valley. This area was well known for homesteaders and, you know, farming community 100 or 200 years ago. I don't know the exact history. Anyways, today it's more famous for a elk herd that lives here. So we're gonna go check out the valley area, see if we can spot some elk. We literally just saw a black bear, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna show you around the valley very briefly, see if we can spot some elk. It won't show up good on the GoPro. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop on Cataloochee Creek and see if we can't spin fish and or fly fish for some native brook trout. This is a stream that has more of the southern Appalachian native brook trout than some of the other streams. Rainbow trout, which were stocked, I don't know, 50 or 100 years ago throughout the Great Smoky Mountains, they've really taken over and are by far the most dominant wild trout species. They enjoy the high gradient. There's also some wild browns in the mix, some big wild browns that are difficult to catch. Anyways, I did want to catch some brookies on this trip, so let's go check out the valley. Just saw a black bear, super sick. See if we can spot some elk, and then we'll hop on Cataloochee Creek, see if we can get on some southern Appalachian native brook trout. Let's see how it goes. We got elk right there. Nice little herd of elk. Very cool. Oh, we got a bunch of elk in here. Wow, there's a big male bull right there. Right there. Right there. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Wow. Yep, that's nice. Elk in the mountains right there. That's real nice. All right, so I'm just making my way out to Cataloochee Creek. I'd say a nice small to medium-sized stream for the Smokies. Never fished here before, so we're just gonna kind of make the best of it. From what I read, it slopes at a lower gradient than most of the other streams in the park, so instead of a lot of pocket water, there's some nice long glide pools, which is really wonderful. So we're gonna start out with the spinning rod. If I get enough fish on the board, we will try with a fly rod just to see what happens. All right, so no trout as of yet. A little surprised considering it's a brookie stream. Brookies are usually very eager. But no love yet. Oh, got him. Got him. Nice one. Nice one. Whatever it is, nice one. Oh, that's a brookie. That's a brookie. It's not that crazy, but really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. Single barbless hooks. Let's get him in the neck quick. Let's get him in the neck quick. Oh, got him. All right. All right, so let's get the single barbless hook out of him and get out of here. All right, so we got an absolute beaut. I don't know if you can see the colors on this guy. Absolute beauty. Beaut, beaut, beaut. Probably about... This is probably a good one for this stream. This is about 6 or 7 inches. We're gonna get him right out of here. Hold on, bud, hold on. Wet my hands, wet my hands. Hold on, bud, hold on. Hold on. Get you out of here. First fish of the morning. Wonderful, hold on. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. That's a gorgeous, gorgeous 6 or 7 inch native brook trout. Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Forest back here, absolutely beautiful. Nice little break in the trees right there. Although there was a lot of logging done here before the national park status, there are some good tracts of old growth. I don't think they're here, but there are still some impressive second growth trees. Oh, really neat stuff. Didn't get to hike as much this trip because I'm with my wife, but still had a wonderful time. Still had a wonderful time. Just got one. What do we got? Well, that's a little guy. Let's just get him over here. No net, no net. Oh, that's a little wild brown trout. Nice. We're gonna wet my hands. Wet my hands. Beautiful little wild brown. Hook right out of him. Ooh, look at those colors. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful reds, adipose fin. Probably about, I don't know, 5-inch trout. Let's get him out of here. Get out of here, bud. All right, so we got a brookie on Cataloochee and got a wild brown on Cataloochee. If we could get a wild rainbow, that'll be a regular old trout slam. All right, so I went as far as I wanted to go in this stretch without going to pick up my car. We caught 2 trout, a nice size, I'd say 7-inch native Southern Appalachian brook trout, and also probably like a 5-inch wild brown. We're coming out on the, I want to say it's the Palmer House. Really neat, sort of pioneer type architecture, really well preserved. My wife and I went through all these buildings the other day. It's a delight. Anyway, so I'm gonna go back to my car. I'm gonna switch to my fly rod. Even if I don't catch anything, it'll just be nice to practice fly fishing in, you know, Oconaluftee Valley, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I am relatively new to fly fishing, like a year ago, so we'll see what happens. There's a car coming. I get self-conscious when I talk to myself on a GoPro and people can see me, so I'm gonna turn it off. Next time you see me, I'll be fly fishing. We'll see what happens. Really neat old, I assume, barn right there. Very cool. So I did switch to my fly rod, 8-foot 4-weight, 6-piece travel rod, Orvis. I got on a stimulator and a Prince nymph, sort of like a dry dropper. I'm terrible at tying those, so I'm sure it'll get tangled on itself like in the first cast and I'll have to switch up. But that's what I'm gonna start with. All right, so unfortunately I am out of time. I just put on a big stimulator dry fly. None of my nymphs have been working. I wish I had more time on this stream, but we are leaving Waynesville today, so cannot linger too long. This will be my last little stretch of water to try to hit. If I catch anything, great. If not, we're gonna get out of here. All right, so this is the last little stretch I'm gonna fish. I actually just got a little bite, but missed him on this stimulator big, obnoxious dry fly. So I'm gonna try it again in this nice little riffle section. See what happens. Didn't get anything on the fly rod yet. Probably won't unless I get something here. And if I don't, that's okay. That's okay, but let's give this a try. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Nice little brookie. Nice little brookie. Let's get him in the net here. Got him. Whew. Absolutely gorgeous little brook trout. Probably about 4 or 5 inches. Nothing crazy. Let's get a look at him. Ooh. Man, what a beaut. Beaut, beaut, beaut. Let's get him right out of here. On the fly rod, dry fly. All right, so as I walk down this road with the Cataloochee Creek on my right, heading back to my car to get out of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, let me just quick wrap up. So yesterday, we were in the Oconaluftee Valley for maybe an hour, hour and a half, and managed to catch a wild rainbow and a stocked rainbow on both fly rod and single barbless hook spinning tackle. And then today, in the Cataloochee Valley, we managed to catch a wild brown trout, probably about 5 inches, a nice Southern Appalachian native brook trout around 8, both on the spinning rod, and then also we finished up with a really decent, good-looking, sort of 5-inch brookie on the fly rod, specifically on a dry fly. So that was a great way to end this little trip. Saw a ton of elk. I mean, over the course of the last 2 days, saw, I don't know, 30, 40 different elk from 2 distinct herds, one in Oconaluftee and one in Cataloochee. Those words are difficult to say back to back. Anyway, so that's all we got. Love Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I've been here twice. This is my 3rd time. I will certainly be back again. Love this area. I would move down here, truly. Just got to work on my wife. Anyway, so that's all we got for today. As always, thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll catch some more fish next time.